So my name is Chase Pettey, and I am the founder of a nonprofit redefining inclusion called Adventure for All. So now in your hands, you should be holding two different colored pieces of paper, a yellow representing limitations, and a red symbolizing potential. Does anybody not have these? They're gonna hook you up, thank you. All right, so if you could for me, we're gonna put the yellow in your right hand and the red in your left hand. Now, if everyone could for me, we're all gonna close our eyes. And as we close our eyes, I want everyone to take a deep breath in 3, 2, 1. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're gonna keep our eyes closed. And I want you to answer my next question instinctively, meaning whatever comes to your mind, I want you to act on that. So again, if the yellow in your right hand represents limitations, and the red in your left hand symbolizes potential, hold up the color you instinctively associate with the word disabilities. Keep your eyes closed and hold it up high. Hold it up high. Okay, go ahead and lower your hands. Open your eyes. And now for the next 9 minutes, I want us to embark on a journey to explore how our belief system, shaped by the words we use and the challenges we embrace, can unlock and redefine the limitless potential within individuals with disabilities, or as we say at Adventure for All, exceptionalities. The first bridge to redefining inclusion, the power of language. Dr. Laura Bordisky, one of the chief contributors to the theory of linguistic relativity, argues that the words we speak shape the way we think and react. So imagine a world where the words limitation or impossible didn't exist, or if we didn't define people by words meaning not able, like disability, which psychologically develops limiting beliefs. How would that shift all of our perceptions of everyone around us, especially those with exceptionalities? Well, let me share a story with you of an Adventure for All athlete, Riley, a young man with autism and Tourette's. From a young age, he and his family were told he would never do a lot of things. One of those things, being able to ride a bike. Yet with the right words of love, support, encouragement, he not only learned to ride, but within 1 year of learning, he led our entire team through a 33-mile gravel bike race called Big Sugar. Anytime Riley was afraid or discouraged throughout his training leading up to that race, we would have him say his mantra, "I got this," out loud. His newfound belief system and support system, reinforced by positive language, shattered the glass ceiling of limitations. For 21 years, "you can't" led to "he couldn't." Within 16 months, "you can" led to "he did," and much more. It's the words reinforced by others and the words we speak to ourselves that determine our belief system, our perception, and our ability to take action in this lifetime. Do you believe words matter? I know I do. The second bridge to redefining inclusion, embracing challenges. Challenges are not roadblocks. They're trails to endless growth. Alex Honnold, a famed adventure athlete and free climber, credited for the first and only solo ascent of one of the hardest climbs in the world, El Capitan, once said, "The best way to expand our possible is to go beyond them into the impossible." It's a principle that applies not just to rock climbing, but in shifting our perceptions of our own abilities and the abilities of those with exceptionalities. For example, after months of overcoming challenge after challenge, Riley finally made it to race day. Little did any of us know that this would lead him to taking on the biggest challenge of his life. And no, it wasn't the 33 miles that made it the most challenging. We prepared for that. It was mile 22. It was the moment he got separated from me, going down a really tight descent on a single track. I remember that moment. I was yelling, "Both brakes, both brakes." But before we both knew it, he'd clipped the tire of a rider in front of him, and he took a terrible fall. He was terrified. He got up, he was sobbing, he was scared, he was unsure how to react. I jumped off my moving bike, I ran over, I embraced him, and I just kept saying, "It's okay, breathe." over and over. That was his moment. So I looked him in the eyes and I said, do you want to stop or finish? He looked back at me. He's still wiping dirt, tears from his face, and he said, finish. In that moment, he fell physically, mentally, and emotionally. He fell in every way possible, but he got back up. And not only did he get back up, he rode for another 11 miles to earn his feeling of crossing that finish line. And that's why we are all here, to understand life's risk, accept those risks, and choose to get back up when life knocks us down. Giving everyone those opportunities in life is inclusion. Remember, our beliefs shifted and fueled by our words and these challenges we embrace, they can unlock doors that we think are permanently sealed. I mean, remember a time that you achieved something you initially thought was impossible, or a time you got knocked down for a moment and you thought, how do I go on? Yet here you all are. You got up, just like Riley. And in those moments when fear and doubt rushes over us, isn't it the shift in our self-belief, often reinforced by someone's words, that makes the difference? Maybe it's a friend, a parent, a sibling, a coach. It doesn't matter. What matters is those words create belief systems. And those belief systems determine our journey to endless growth. The third bridge to redefining inclusion, reflecting on our belief systems. Now, before we reflect on our belief systems, I want us to dive into the concept of taking on a growth mindset, as coined by Dr. Carol Dweck, as a foundation to endless human potential. At the core of this concept is the understanding and belief that one's abilities and intelligence are not set in stone. They're qualities that can be expanded and cultivated through hard work, dedication, and a proactive approach to life's obstacles. So by taking on this growth mindset and entering it into reflections of our belief systems, it can act as a catalyst to shifting and changing our belief system within individual exceptionalities. Riley is a prime example of this. Before Adventure for All, he was often seen for his limitations, almost always associated with that color yellow. Riley, after Adventure for All, surrounded by affirmations, love, challenges. He's lost over 50 pounds. He's now speaking to his peers, and he's overcoming challenges that lead to physical feats that almost all of us would question, could I accomplish? The ceiling for Riley, the ceiling for any individual with exceptionality, there is no ceiling. So in your hands, you once again hold two different colored pieces of paper. I want you to envision a world where we choose to see and uplift the potential in everyone. By changing our language, embracing challenges, and fostering empowering belief systems, we not only redefine the potential for individuals with exceptionalities, but for all of us and ourselves. So today, I extend an invitation to each of you. An invitation to a world where we acknowledge, respect, and champion the unique potential within everyone. An invitation to be a beacon of change, acceptance, and empowerment. This invitation, is not just a speech or a concept. It's a call to action, an urging to see beyond limitations, to imagine possibilities, and to make them a reality in this lifetime. So I invite you to speak the language of potential, of belief, of love. I invite you to look within to find the courage to embrace your own challenges so that you may inspire others to embrace theirs. I invite you to believe in the impossible and to reflect on what is possible for all of us, especially those with exceptionalities. So once again in your hands, I'm going to ask you again, if the yellow represents limitations and red symbolizes potential, hold up the color you would instinctively associate with the word exceptionalities now, and hold it up high. Now keep it up there. I want everyone to look around. Turn around, look at your cohesive community. In a matter of 10 minutes, we have collectively agreed on a mission. You can put your hands down. Appreciate y'all. In a matter of 10 minutes, we have collectively agreed on a mission to see all individuals, including those with exceptionalities, for their endless potential. Together, let's create a world where every single person we come in contact with feels seen, loved, and accepted. A world of boundless potential. Will you accept the invitation? Yes. Love y'all. Thank you.